Everyone, we are coming to you live via YouTube streaming, via Facebook streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcomed to this silence and blissfulness. There is no relation between the two because they are not separate from one another. In fact, they are two names of the same reality. Silence is blissfulness, and blissfulness is silence. Only when you are blissful, then you can be silent. And when you are silent, only then you can be blissful. If there is a noise or inner chatter is going on, there can be no happiness. There can be no bliss. And when you are blissful within, what you have to tell the people. I have heard there were two saints in Maharashtra, Malinath, Eknath and Malibai. Malibai was a woman. So Eknath sent a message to Malinath. Messenger brought the message written on a piece of paper, but he did not know when he brought the message what was written on it. It was a blank piece of paper. Nothing was written on it. He showed it to Malibai, and both of them, Malinath and Malibai, looked at one another and smiled. He folded the paper back and gave it to the messenger to take it back to Eknath, saying that yes, it is so. Now that the messenger has seen what was written on it, he said, when I brought this message for you, I did not know what was written on it, whether there was anything written or not. Now that I have seen nothing is written, you have to explain this to me. Only then I will carry the message. So, Malinath said, it is written that emptiness means when there is no thought, there is no turmoil, there is no disturbance within. Then there is silence. And when there is a silence, there is blissfulness. They are two sides of the same coin. Also, in actual experience, it cannot be different to different people. It's not that your silence will be different than my silence. It's not that the inner space in living room will be different than in the bedroom or in your bedroom. The decor may be different, but the inner space that you cannot see. But without the presence of that inner space, there can be nothing. Is same. The inner space, silence is the inner space within you. It remains same between you and me, between a Christian and a Muslim, between an Indian and American, Indian and Afghani or German, doesn't matter. This is innerness. It is same. As you become silent, worries, tensions, misery, noise, chattering, all disappears. Otherwise, there is no way to be silent. And if you cannot be silent, you cannot be blissful. This is very important, to be blissful. That is why I said silence and blissful are not separate from one another. They are two sides of the same coin. But in dictionary, the two are different. Because dictionary is written, composed by those people who are not meditative. For meditators, for meditation, a different kind of a dictionary has to be made. That is the reason that masters have great difficulty in explaining. The words carry the physical meaning, but what master wants to carry the meaning to it is totally different. He wants to pour his being into it. His being is silence. His being is blissful. That's what he wants to pour into it. When all these stupid activities that are very relevant for living in the world are no more, silence simply clears the ground for blissfulness to be discovered. They are almost the same phenomena because they happen simultaneously. It's not that when silence will be there, then blissfulness will come. They overlap one another. As soon as silence descends, blissfulness happens. As soon as blissfulness happens, silence naturally descends. As you become silent, certain sweetness, certain fragrance, certain beatitude spontaneously arises in you, and you begin to overflow these. And what begins to overflow out of you is bliss. But your silence should not be a repressed stillness. Your silence should not be by force, for silence implies that you have repressed your mind. Then, rather than doing meditation, you are doing gymnastics. And gymnastics is totally different. Fighting with the mind. Gymnastics is fighting with the mind. It is possible you can force the mind to be silent, but there will not be any blissfulness. There will be just emptiness and silence. Emptiness is the silence of the graveyard. Just emptiness and the silence of the graveyard. Not the silence of a garden. Not a silence that is overflowing. There will be something empty, not overflowing. The silence that comes out of meditation is not an empty experience. It is very positive and overflowing. And what is there to overflow in silence? What overflows in silence is nothing but blissfulness. Only blissfulness overflows. If your silence is not bringing blissfulness, then your silence is forced or it is wrong. Certainly blissfulness is the criteria of inner silence. Then doing comes to cessation. Witnessing begins to happen. In meditation, silence comes out of its own accord. You simply go on watching the mind without any control or repression, and silence comes suddenly just like a breeze. And with silence, the fragrance of the flower comes in. This is the criteria of healing. If you want to heal yourself, let there be a witnessing. Go on witnessing what is happening. And as I am going to explain to you the methodology how to be silent and how to attain to blissfulness, you will understand. Witness is the way, but how to reach to the witness? The fragrance of the flowers, the fragrance of your inner silence that is overflowing is your blissfulness. It is your fragrance which you were not capable of knowing because of the noise, which you had never experienced within. The mind was creating so much of fuss, so much of disturbance. The thoughts were creating many dark clouds, emotions and moods. Simple thing. You want to eat anything? I don't know if I really want to eat or not. Many times when I ask someone, Because do not mix eating with emotions. Do not mix eating at the level of emotions, but this is what generally we do. And because of that, many dark clouds, emotions and moods, it has become a thick barrier between you and the real self. When the barrier is removed, it is as if you have removed the rock which was preventing the stream, fountain, to flow. And the moment you remove the rock, suddenly the fountain bursts forth in a great dance of joy. There is a great dance of joy. Your blissfulness is not something that comes from outside. Instead, it springs from deep within. Just the rock of your mind, its thoughts, its actions, and misery has to be removed. It is not that you have to repress it, because by repressing you will be repressing the fountain behind it too. Not only thoughts you are repressing, but you are repressing the fountain, the reservoir that is behind. Silence is all that is needed and everything else will follow. How to attain this? We can divide the human life in 4 parts. We can divide human life in 4 parts. What are these 4 parts? Number 1, there is outer parameter, outer circumference. The outermost circumference is that of actions. We engage in actions on a day-to-day basis to do many things. This is the realm of, or the circumference, or we have to call, because circumference is a one-dimensional, realm is multidimensional. It is the outermost realm. This is the outermost realm, the realm of doing. You are doing this, doing that. Life without doing. But we are doing. But we are not, in the beginning it has to be doing. Then it starts becoming actionless action. You move a little more, come to the second realm, which is the realm or the world of thoughts. So the first is the outermost realm, or the circumference is that of action. A little deep into the oasis of your being is the realm of thoughts. Move a little more, then there is a realm of feeling. Realm of feeling. This is the third layer, third realm. Go deep within, there is the realm of love, awe, devotion. If we go from inner to outer, the most innermost realm is that of love. Then I skip one realm still. I'll speak to you about it afterwards. In the process of doing, the innermost is that of love or devotion. Then comes in that of feeling. Feeling comes in the category of love. Without feeling, there can be no love, there can be no devotion. This is the third. The first is the action or karma. The second is thought or vichar. The third is bhav or feeling. Out of this love and devotion arises. When you still continue your inward journey, you reach to the realm of witness. And this witness is your nature, is you. As such, there is no way to go beyond the realm of witness, because witness is just witness. You cannot move behind that. You have reached to the core. This is the foundation on which your structure that you are is established. The realm or on this foundation, the realm of feeling, emotions, feelings and emotions the same, love and devotion, then that of thought and that of karma. As a result, there are three methodologies: Karma Yoga, that relates to the field of action. Then, based on the thought process, which is slightly deeper, is Jnana Yoga, or the yoga of knowledge. Then, deeper than that, is Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion. These are not, yoga means something that joins together. These are in fact the techniques of meditation. And through these techniques you reach to the realm of witness. When you reach to the realm of witness, you have attained all the emotional disturbances have vanished. The stampede of thought is not there. You are not running behind the actions. Naturally, the silence is bound to come. As the silence comes in, blissfulness naturally happens. Karma Yoga, the first one, the yoga of action, means using the actions meditatively. The process of moving directly from the realm of action to that of witness is known as Karma Yoga. The process of moving directly from the realm of action to that of witness is Karma Yoga. So, there are two things. Karma Yoga is the methodology, and reaching to the realm of witness is the object, is the goal where you have to reach. Now you want to know what is the relation between meditation, dhyan and witness. Dhyan or meditation is the way, and witness is the goal, the destination where you have to reach. Is like you take a flight to go to New York. So the flight is the technique, and the destination, which is the witness, is New York. And when meditation attains to fulfillment, you attain to the state of witness. The feeling that you want to attain to witness is the beginning of meditation. Why do you want to attain to meditation? To attain to silence, to attain to blissfulness, to attain to joy. Why do you want to attain to joy? Because you want to be a witness. Then the journey begins. When you start imposing your meditation or bringing meditation to the realm of action, that is karma, action plus meditation. A person who joins the two becomes a karma yogi. His path is that of action. Then there is the path of knowledge or jnana yogi. One who imposes the meditation on thoughts, introspects. In Hindi, we use the word manan, introspects, which is a quite close English term. You have heard something, you are introspecting. That means you are imposing meditation over the thought process. Bringing meditation in the realm of thoughts. He does not take any thought just like that, introspects over it. He adds a new process to the thoughts. Whatsoever he will listen, whatsoever he will utter, it will be not unconsciously. Many times it happens. This is how the woman's mind is connected to many things, and she can never forget anything. And at times even those things are brought to the surface which are not called for. Your wife, the woman has asked you to get something, you could not bring it and you return from the office empty-handed. The best way is, look, you forget that. Could you please go, or we can send the other boy to go and get it. But instead the woman said, I know you don't remember things, you don't do things properly. Even last time when we were supposed to go to the restaurant, you did not reach in time. And we miss our appointment. All this was not called for. What was needed there? Look, you forget. Either you go or send someone to go and get it. So he is adding the process of meditation to that of thoughts. He will do everything consciously. So through knowledge or through jnana, the journey towards witness has started. This is jnana yoga. Meditation is the direction that brings about change. It's a process. Whatever you connect it to, that will become a vehicle. That will become a cab. Meditation is the cab that takes you from where you are to your destination where you want to go. So you can call meditation is a cab that takes you from where you are at the moment to where you want to go. What is your destination? The association of the two becomes jnana yoga. Then the third path that arises out of feelings, love, and you add meditation to it meditatively. You are watching your emotions, feeling and love. Then you have added the dimension, the process of meditation to it. It becomes bhakti yoga. Through these three methods, that of karma, the path of action, the path of knowledge, the path of devotion, you can reach to witness. But the basic thing is this: how to bring meditation into the the process of meditation and connect it to the realm where you are. When you have to go to the hospital, ambulance is the vehicle, just like meditation is the vehicle. Ambulance is the vehicle that takes you from your home to the hospital. So home is the realm where you are. If action is your way, you are action oriented. If you are thought oriented, if you are love oriented, you can choose any of these. The ambulance comes to your residence. Another person calls who also want to reach to the hospital. The destination is the same. The vehicle is the same. You start your journey in Maryland or Jackson Heights. Someone else starts his journey from Frankfurt to reach to the hospital. The vehicle is the same, the ambulance, its number may be different, its color may be different, but meditation is the same process. Same vehicle that takes you from where you are to where you want to go. And where you want to go? To reach the hospital, which is, in your case, is witnessing. When you reach to the hospital, everything is taken care of. The moment you reach to the realm of witnessing, everything becomes finished. You have attained to the silence. You have attained to blissfulness. So do not ask if the silence and blissfulness are separate. They are the two sides of the same coin. The same word, the two words to explain the same phenomenon. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care and do have a pleasant day.